Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. And as we begin today, good morning.
Good morning. Aren't we? Boy, aren't we just opposite here?
Yeah, that's
a little green, a little purple.
Kind of look like the wall behind us. Just getting
Mardi
scared.
Gras coming. Mardi Gras coming.
You look like a coin back there, and I don't know what I look like.
We both have a coin back there that matches us.
Well, if you're not aware of what happened yesterday, they had a big election there out in Nevada.
But wait a minute, not everybody was on the ballot.
That's right. It's kind of like Jimmy Smith up against Percy Bland. He ain't even on the ballot, and he's already won.
But this is, when you talk about not even showing up.
Donald Trump was not on it, and 26,000 over that voted none of the above, signaling that they voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I wonder how Nikki's feeling this morning, none of the above.
Well, it's not over yet. We still got 3 more states that we're going to try.
Can we just refer to her as none of the above from now on?
You know, Chris Rock.
He's funny.
They had that TV show, or it was a movie, and he was a alderman or something in a small town. And they came up to him to run for an office because he was going around pushing none of the above. Don't vote for me, but none of the above.
I sort of remember that.
You know, and that's kind of what this is.
In a landslide on the Democratic side, we have to be fair and tell who wasn't done. Yep, Biden won it. I don't think
himself.
There was somebody named Marina Williamson. I've never heard of her, but she was on the ballot.
Colorado.
That's a nice little town
over
there.
in Little Rock, Mississippi.
Delaware,
where he's from.
Delaware? Wow. That's a good ways off.
Barbara said New Jersey, but I was thinking Delaware now that you mentioned
Delaware. Yeah, it is Delaware. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they want him, but
that's where his house is at anyway. He goes back to and rides by every once in a while. It's Bernie that is from Vermont.
That's it.
That's who's from Vermont.
You know, he was all wrapped up sitting in that little chair.
He hadn't made any memes this year, has he?
No, he hadn't.
Boy, howdy.
Heard nothing from him.
Taylor Swift, and I have to say that she done real good on this as a thankful. If you remember way back when that song came out, when I hear Tim McGraw, something about a swinging of a door.
Yeah.
Toby Keith is the one who founded her and put her on his label, gave her the break that she needed. And it began as she's thanking Toby Keith for everything that he did to begin her career and to where she is today. And Toby has done a lot behind the scenes that no one knows about. We do hate that happened. Do you realize, and I'm not sure, this is why I really think in high school this should be reinstated to where, I saw it the other day to where it was a 3rd grade teacher to where she was teaching the students the value of $1, and she handed out like Monopoly money.
Yeah.
And she was teaching the students if they needed a pencil, they had to buy a pencil, and if you didn't have budget, and if you needed this and it's great economics to teach you. And why do I say all of this? Americans seem to forget that little plastic thing in their pocket. One day you'll have to pay for it. Look at these numbers over here, Odie. 50% of Americans, $17.5 trillion in credit card debt.
Well, if you notice, you've got places like Visa and MasterCard, and what they're doing is paying colleges to allow them to come on to school ground, tax-funded school grounds.
And do credit card stuff?
And give them credit cards. Here's the thing. They don't even have a job, and you're giving them credit cards. So the day they get out of school, go, woohoo!
Oh, yeah,
Very good.
I remember this. I was 15, 16, somewhere along there. I had a 1974 Torino. My alternator quit. Do you think my daddy gave me money to go buy a new? I had to mow like 3 yards to save up enough money to go replace my alternator where I could ride again. And that's just the way it was. And it taught me well early the value of who was what. I'm sure there's a lot of y'all that know that.
There was a picture of a kid pushing a lawnmower, and it said, when I was growing up, this was my GoFundMe.
You know, that is probably, we need to get Odie a commercial out there with a lawnmower. That is it.
Yeah.
Janet said they did get a little dusting of snow last night. They're going to get up to 41 there. It's Colorado, right?
Yeah.
So y'all have fun out there. That should be perfect there. Let's see. This would upset me if you think that you're going to break the world's record. And let me pull this up and show you a picture of this. This guy built, it's the Eiffel Tower, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he was thought he was going to make it into the Guinness World Book of Records. Now look at this. He made this out of matches. This is from Daily Mail. Look at that.
Wow.
You know what the problem is? They told him that he made it out of the wrong brand of matches and it wouldn't qualify to be in the Guinness World Book. Why? I don't know. But the brand of matches is going to throw him out. It took him how many years to do this? 8 years to put that thing together.
What the heck's it got to do with the brand of matches?
I have no idea. I don't understand the Guinness World Book of Records to begin with. But wow. I might would be up. That's 8 years of your life you ain't never getting back.
Oh, I'd be mad. I wonder if he can get fire insurance.
Oh, it goes back to the old cigar joke, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, have mercy, have mercy. Let's see here. What else is happening here? This is sad, and I always urge this. I'm trying to. What state? Nebraska is where this took place. Someone passed away. They were a veteran and had absolutely no kinfolks. The town came to celebrate his funeral, and he was laid to rest with dozens there. And that's great. I always do that. Keep that in mind. Those that gave their lives for our country deserve so much more.
They wrote a check.
That's right.
That says, pay in the amount of my life.
That's it.
If it comes down to it. And we need to support our troops. I have no problem with another country after we take care of our own first.
Let me ask this: weren't you in that? What was that group? The at the YMCA group. What's that group? What's the name of that group that sang that at the YMCA? Village People.
Village People.
You were in the Navy, weren't you in that?
I was in the Navy.
What did Odie do in the Navy?
I was
on a ship.
On a ship. I was part of the firefight at sea fire party, and I was a pipe fitter. I was a welder.
So you
a hull technician.
So I fully understand this. Like below deck, you welded stuff all the time, or did they send you out to emergencies?
Well, no, my job was pipe fitting, so I would weld. Pipes, and I'd have to build stuff and repair stuff. But yeah, most of the time I was under the water level.
Steven Seagal, that movie with the boat there.
He was just a bad little man.
He was the cook.
Yeah.
But you remember they were welding on side the ship there to offload the ammunition and stuff.
I never did have to hang from a rope on the outside.
I was just making sure. That's my whole point.
Did everything from the inside.
There you go.
Floods and all that
We
stuff.
salute you, Odie, Mr. Navy man.
Thank you.
You do remember the song in the Navy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In the Navy.
You can, what was the next one? You can get a good career. What was it?
And now you done put me on the spot. I can't even remember.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about this morning. Things that have happened in our community. Don't rush off. We're going to tell you everything that went on behind the scenes. Those that wouldn't talk to me or give me information, we'll tell you about them too. I'm tired of it. We'll tell you about that coming up with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts is located in downtown Quitman, directly across the street from the post office. They are your one-stop shop for all your floral and gift-giving needs. Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. They have all of your goodies your sweetheart wants. Roses, mixed flower arrangements, plants, balloon bouquets, candy packs, stuffed animals, and much more. They also have chocolate-covered strawberries and apples. Don't be in the doghouse this Valentine's Day. Order early. Give Fantasy Cottage Floral and Gifts a call or visit them online at fantasycottage.org.
If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available. With a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. and by appointment after hours and weekends. And welcome back. Here in just a little bit, in less than an hour, we're going to be giving away another coffee mug from the good folks over at Hyundai of Meridian. If you'd like a chance at it for the drawing, let us know your birthday, anniversary, whatever it is that you've got going on, and we'll draw from all the names at the end of the show.
Well,
Who we got having a birthday so far?
We got Joe Mike Steps having one. Happy 64 years. And then Vicky Metazowski.
Now, wait a minute. I know that. Is that Ski's mama?
That's Ski's mama.
I hope he's got his jacket on, running over there and taking care of mom and dad.
Now, he wasn't the one who called the birthday in.
Oh, he wasn't, was he?
No. So,
you sent him a text.
we'll have to find out about that there, Mr. Andy. But if you ever went to Sears and bought an appliance, it was a huge chance that it came from her.
So she worked up there.
She worked there for 40-something years, maybe, or something, and she would take great care of you. People went back just for her, you know.
That always good customer service. People get to know you after 40 years. They ought to know you there.
You think so? Yeah.
Also, Lita Horn said she had good morning, and then Joshua Ware says he had a birthday yesterday.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Joshua.
What is this we're seeing here from Ricky up here?
Yeah, good morning in the Navy, USS England CG-22. I was on the USS Incheon LPH-12. We call it a great Gator freighter.
So you didn't make it to the USS John C. Stennis?
No, I didn't make it to that.
Okay.
That's an aircraft carrier.
Oh, whoops.
We were on
I don't know all these things.
I was on a mini aircraft carrier. We were LPH was landing pad for a helicopter. We had helicopters and Harrier jets.
Now I know what a LPH is. I thought it was like a LPN. The things I learned every day.
It was an amphibious assault ship.
There you go.
Yeah, it is now
in a museum.
A reef, if you want to say that.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. We were changed over right after I got out. So about 94, it was turned into a minesweeper. And that's not one that I want to.
That's not the job I want.
You know? But then I don't know exactly 4 or 5 years after that, they ended up throwing some missiles at it for training and let it sink about 1,200 feet below the surface.
You know what I think one of my favorite military shows are that's funny?
McHale's Navy.
Down Periscope with Kelsey Grammer. Man, was that not funny?
That's something.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Let's go back and tell you about where some gunfire was last night. This would happen near the Meridian Police Station. As we pull this up to show you here, this would be right off over here near D Street. Now, no one was hurt, no injuries, but we did have gunfire there just to the west of the police department. They went and checked it all out there, and everybody was okay. A major fire last night has destroyed a home. And this was a controversy of, well, where is it? Is it in the city or is it in the county? So to be on the safe side, everybody came. It was a big fire.
But that is one thing where you've got the city and the county working together.
That's right.
One incident, 2 complete agencies, and they worked great together.
Look at this. As you can see the smoke in the distance on these pictures here, but as you go back here, this was a teetotal loss. Now, if there is a silver lining in this, it was unoccupied. It was an empty home. There are tons of people that sent me messages of the pop, 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 which means there was probably some leftover ammo in the house somewhere. And that exploded when they were putting the fire out last night. No one was hurt, finally extinguished, but everybody in the neighborhood got up to watch this because it was big.
A lot of my Navy people out here.
Who we got next?
Joseph, the Sedgwick. I mean, look at here. Rusty was JFK in the Chancellorsville.
Whoa.
There is nothing. I'm not saying a single thing wrong with Marines. Marine stands for My Butt Rides in Navy Equipment.
Wait a minute. They say that what is their slogan though? They they're supposed to be the tough. What is that thing about?
Something I'm not
only
sure.
a few good men, what is it?
Yeah, they don't have one. But Army, all that, every branch out there is great. It really is.
The few, the proud, the Marines. I remembered it finally.
Yeah, that's what it is. The rest of them are in the Navy.
Yeah, we'll let the Marines pick on you.
So I picked the Navy because of man, I got to see the world. Cruise ships are fun. I love a cruise ship. Can't beat them. But now you're talking a cruise we were on the water for 6.5, 7 months.
You should be used to that
world.
motion.
Yeah. You know,
you ain't seasick no more.
When we got back, no, I don't get seasick. When we got back, you can't drive for a week.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because your legs don't work.
Really?
Because you're doing this right here.
And so you.
I mean, you learn how to walk. Everybody else is doing this, and you're just walking straight. So it's sea legs.
That's what that means.
Yeah. So after you get that out there for so long, you come back, your legs don't work real good.
Wow.
So you can't drive. They won't. That's an order. You cannot drive.
Well, I learned something today. No
And
clue.
the Air Force does the same thing. They go, but I mean, you can't beat traveling the world for free. And you pull up in these ports and you're there 4 or 5 days.
I can give you a second alternative. Go join the pipeline and see what happens to you. They'll send you everywhere too.
Gilbert Gaddis is back off the Marines. See, my butt rides in Navy equipment.
Y'all know where to come get him. He's going to be downtown Meridian later today. Boy, we had a big event in downtown Meridian. We talked about this a couple of days that it was coming up. And let's look at this. The kids kicked this off as we got this underway. As you'll see, I have to say Sheriff.
Sheriff, not Chief anymore.
That's
Sheriff.
Right. And, of course, Chief of Meridian Police Department there is the kids brought about this and done the salute to the flag. So many people showed up to this speech about opioids, all the different police officers. It was a packed house.
And that's great. And what they do over there in Marion, putting this together, open it for the public. I tell you, that chief right there, Chief Randall Davis, is a special, special man.
Yeah, I woke him up last night. You want to know why I woke him up? I said, Chief. And we'll get to the wreck here in a minute. But I just called him direct because he was closer. But where you turn off Highway 39 and you have Commercial Bank there?
Yeah.
I made my left-hand turn, and there was a car coming toward me. We're facing each other. And then I see headlights top the hill behind it in the wrong lane. And I thought, oof. And it was coming mighty quick, so I swerved and drove up on that concrete pad.
Yeah.
It was a red light. Let's just say I saw the Dukes of Hazzard Mustang go across highway. I mean, it was running 109 miles an hour, somewhere along in there. Ooh. And it just cleared Highway 39, and I saw it headed toward the four-way stop up at Confederate Drive. I don't know where they were going in such a hurry.
They was getting there, huh?
But I had to just call him direct and say, Chief, you might want to send somebody over to check this out. He said, what color was it? I said, I have no idea. It had taillights. He went yonder way. Seriously, that kind of almost made me have to go change underwear last night.
I bet that would get you.
Give me the heebie-jeebies, that's for sure. We'll be right back. Already 7:20, Odie. We got a lot to talk about.
This day has gone right on by.
Woohoo! We'll be right back as we start this day together.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all-new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want him where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Hey, did we bring up the USS Independence?
Winnie, the USS Independence. Oh,
wow.
Man, we've got a lot of course, Meridian's a Navy town.
It is.
We're also Air Force because of the guard base with the Air Guard, the Air Refueling Wing. A lot of military people around here call this place home. A lot of people come back and say, I'm going to retire here.
In the county.
Yeah, in the county. That's right.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, so... And then Jenny Cohen, 14 years old today.
Wow.
Yeah, moving on up. Kim Vick's got a birthday today, so happy birthday to y'all. And Howard sitting here from Knoxville, Tennessee, joining in with us. So
old Hank Williams Jr.
good
song,
deal.
sitting in the Knoxville courthouse, ain't got a thing to do.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's not in the courthouse today.
As I mentioned, there was a bad accident while I was out last night on Highway 39. This would be near the Northeast Complex, almost right up the road past the commercial bank on the left-hand side of the road where you would go into the complex there. The Boys and Girls Club is on top of the hill there, the old, what's the name of that building?
Hilltop Manor.
Hilltop Manor.
Yeah.
There on the right is where the wreck was. As we go here, as the call came out, it would be 2 people ejected. And if I am not mistaken, there's a good chance that they were minors. At the end of the day, I think everybody's going to be okay. I think some were transported to the hospital. There was clothes and more clothes and more clothes laying in the road there. It was a 2-vehicle accident, and there were somewhere around 6 to 7 people with some form of an injury. I don't think it was anything horrible, but it was a wreck, and it was some people taken. I was with that many children, and I saw lots of children. I was very careful of the pictures that we took there, and this shows you how many police were on the scene. It was full of police.
Wow.
You could see blue lights for miles. But again, at the end of the day, I do think everything worked out, and it may have been some minor injuries. Hopefully nothing worse than that from what it looked like yesterday. So silver lining that everybody's going to be okay in the bitter end on that. Always That's horrible great. To have accidents, though.
Yeah, and then when you hear that minors were in there, it just kind of it touches your heartstrings.
It does. I was out about doing my job that I do every day yesterday, and I couldn't help but notice the 15 dozen police officers parked at Rush Hospital. Well, it got my attention.
Well, yeah.
And everybody else in town, because I kept getting text about this. And let me just show you what the scene looked like here. Here we are. As you can see, there's a lot of police officers, and we'll just turn that on for a second. You can hear the wind, and it's police everywhere. And I listed this as a disturbance, and it was. We've actually had a couple of disturbances there as we would. Let's move to our next headline here and just show you what the disturbance was. This would be the disturbance.
I didn't know they allowed tobacco.
No, man, I don't think he's got tobacco there.
That's not a chew?
I think that's a nod.
Oh. Okay.
This is the gentleman that is accused of shooting the police officer at MPD. They had gone to pick him up after, of course, he was wounded as well.
That's right.
And they were getting ready to transport him before, I think, a judge, and he attempted to do something else. I'll word it that way.
So he's dead set on he was not going to go back to jail.
That's what it sounded like to me. Now, later, probably today, charges will be announced. And I'm pretty sure, if I were a guessing man, that there's going to be 1, if not 2, charges of attempted murder. I think if you go for the gun of a police officer, you are charged with attempted
But I mean, that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to go to the gun unless you're going to pull it and use it.
This gentleman's name is Reginald Jordan. As we look at that, Sheriff Ward Calhoun sent us the picture last night as we show this of what went on with that. Now, he's in lockup now. He's in the county jail is where he's at until all of this goes before a judge in a trial. And again, you are accused until found guilty in a court of law. Everybody remember that.
Until proven guilty.
That's it. But just to tie everything together, and we did have an incident earlier to where he didn't want to stay. We'll put it that way.
Well, you put yourself there.
And that's true. So that's the rest of the story as we put all of that together there.
If you went in, and you have a prior, and you went in, and you didn't like it, that you were dead set on, I am not going back, there's kind of a sure way not to go back. Quit breaking the law.
Yeah. But, the weird thing about all this is I think what the guy was originally charged with would have been misdemeanor. It wouldn't have been much of anything and would have been out before long. We don't know what pushed this to that pivotal point to go for the policeman's gun at the MPD. Fortunately, in all of this, we can tell you no one lost their life. The police officer walked away from that, thank goodness, to a rookie cop that had just started. So we say thank you to him, unnamed at this point, due to all of the things that are going on with the case. Do we know? Yeah. Yes, but we want to abide by MBI investigating this and not give too much information about this until they decide to release that to the public.
Yeah, standing up and taking care of his brother.
Absolutely right. Hey, we want to invite you out tomorrow night. Squealer's one of our big advertisers with us that hangs with us. We've got a great talent. She was going to come in today and sing with us, and her schedule couldn't get her here. But y'all get ready. Emily White is going to be out at Squealer's tomorrow night. Live music. You have to come on out and see the show. I think somebody named Clayton will probably be there.
He'll be there. Always is. Always supported local fun activities, no matter where it was. He is huge in the community. Always has been. And talk about good music. Emily White is great. But then on top of that, you put some of the best barbecue in your mouth.
We go there all the time.
Oh, yeah. So you can't beat the awesome food, great singing, music.
Oh, yeah.
The atmosphere is awesome. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, that is the absolute best place to be.
Hope you'll come on out and do that. And I'm always honest with everybody when things come out. I sometimes have trouble getting information, and let's just face this for what it is. It took me a while to get this information. As I contacted the Kemper County Sheriff's Department, and there were crickets. Every time I call the Kemper County Sheriff's Department, there are crickets. I get no answers. And of course, James Moore is the sheriff. I have no idea why. I can call, no answer. I can send a text, there is no answer. So, James, I really don't know what the problem is. But as we find out that there was a situation in Kemper County of attempted murder. Now, this is here. If you'll click the story and follow this to our webpage, you'll find out that someone was stabbed. As we go to this, and here's the write-up, a female attempted murder charge here. Tarini, am I saying that right, Tarini?
Sounds good to me.
Moss. This happened in western Kemper County. It would be her mother that was attempted murder charge put on this.
Wow.
So an arrest has been made. I'm understanding that it's not life-threatening at this point of the stab wounds.
Well, prayers for them.
Yeah. But it took a little time to get the information on that due to the fact I couldn't get it from the Sheriff's Department. We have no idea why. But if you bump into James today, say, James, why? We'd just like to know. There's a lot of people that watch our show, and we'd like to get the information from the Kemper County Sheriff's Department directly from them, instead of having to go 16 different avenues to get the information that should be readily available to media.
Especially to the most watched media outlet there is right here.
And I can even call people that just, I don't know why. So that's a little issue there for whatever reason there. And You vote for someone, and that's somebody that should give information to everybody.
Yeah.
Should be. Never thought that James and I had a problem, but apparently there is. So, there you go. Hey, I still pay taxes in Kemper County because I still got a home there. Still got one. Pay taxes every year. Pay those garbage fees up there also.
And don't even have trash.
None.
Not there, anyway.
No. So, anyway, we'll be right back as we'll get into this day in history. We got a lot to talk about on that today. Some fun things that went on. Do you remember rub it in, rub it in?
Rub it in.
I asked somebody about that at 4 o'clock this morning. They said, do what? I said, surely you know what I'm talking about.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, they wasn't thinking about that.
Huh? I said, come on, Billy Crash Craddock. Yeah. No clue what I was talking about, Odie.
Jeff Lewis is with it. Good morning there, my brother.
We'll be right back.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian.
And it's us again.
It is. We're back.
Here we are. We need to just do a shout out to
Who do we need to do it to?
Harold Love is having a birthday today.
Woo!
Happy birthday. Now, I'm not going to say an age.
You're not?
No.
That ain't
my
never
job to do.
No, I never stopped you before.
The beautiful Mrs. Bonnie Early is having a birthday
You are
today.
kidding me.
So, Judge, today you've got to do something special
Yes, he does.
and take care of her. So, happy birthday to Bonnie. We've got Casey Robinson, a big 5-0. That was always a good one to celebrate.
Yeah.
You know, I remember it was a few years ago.
We're going to bring up how many.
Yeah, you know, Beth Johnson's having a birthday today. And then Rhonda and Coach James Holloman, 34 years together.
And
So,
let me little tag that. And still got a life to go.
and still got life to go. I would have been out by now.
What was that old song? I've been here 15 years and I still got a life to go.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning from Scotty Ray and Odie. As we start this, as we go back to 1959, and it's referred to as the day the music died. Today would be the actual day that Buddy Holly was laid to rest. As we remember him, Big Bopper, and so many that went down in that plane that happened over the weekend. Oh, boy.
And that,
Richie Valens.
oh, man. And that man, he still maintains that little area, you know, for people to go by and visit.
Late in life, someone asked Waylon, they said, I need to ask you a question. And he said, if you're going to ask me who I gave up my seat for, you don't know music. And he turned around and walked off. And for those who don't know, Waylon did. He gave up his seat on the airplane for somebody to ride instead of him. And, well, it was one of those life-changing things there. He made it. They didn't. 1962, I met this guy. I think it was Jackson, Mississippi, the first time I met him. And I would meet him 3 or 4 different times throughout the career. And he's gotten a little bigger than me and has no idea who I was. But he does remember who. He goes, you know, old guy from Mississippi? And I said, I know several people. He goes, no, this skinny guy. He said he's tall and country. I said,
Yeah,
you
that's
talking about
me.
I said, you talking about Brick Gully? Yeah. He said, him and a guy named Scott opened a show for me one time. So he's never forgotten Brick Gully. He made a lasting impression upon the one and only Garth Brooks.
That's pretty cool right there.
That is no lie. Scott tells him and Britt tell the story of after a show that they did with him. They're waiting on the street corner with Garth Brooks for his ride to come pick him up. He's got his guitar, and you hear pop, 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 pop. He said, "You see this old Chevrolet truck coming down the road smoking?" And it was his first wife, Sandy, picking him up. And he said, "As they left in a cloud of smoke, Garth didn't have any more than they had." Back in the day, 1964, they would be invaded. New York City is what we're talking about. It would be the Beatles arrived. Look at there.
Man.
Oh,
They were all real young
They
then,
were.
wasn't they?
we got visitors. coming in.
Visitors.
Let me see here.
This one's got a haircut.
Oh, look at this. This is my little girl.
Golly.
She got her haircut this week.
Yeah. And she smells so food. What is you doing down there?
Yeah, we got the other one there. But Miss Ellie come to visit today.
Sophie. Come here, Sophie. You
Sophie never gets on screen. She always hides.
come here. Come around here.
This is
there we go.
That's my blue-eyed girl here.
There she is. There's hers. She opens the door normally by herself.
She does. She hangs out in here and does news all day by herself. If I'm not here, she's laying up here in case somebody needs something. That's
right.
a good girl. And this is our tail wagger here, Miss Little Ellie there.
She'll be under my feet here in a minute, just
I
chilling
know.
out, relaxing.
I know, it's okay. Trying to show off your new handkerchief, aren't you? There you go. Ain't
got my
nothing like your
haircut.
dogs. Y'all get you one if you don't have one. Best friend that you'll ever have.
They never talk back.
And even kitty cats are fun to have.
Yeah.
You
I
brought
like
up this
that.
guy a while ago before we got into this, and little did you know it was his birthday.
Well, I'd be darned.
Chris Rock has a birthday today. He was born back in '66, believe it or not. He's done a lot of funny things in his career, and I really like him.
He has.
As we keep going, this is what I brought up to someone this morning that texted me, and I said, "Do you know this song? Do you know this guy?" No, I ain't never heard of that. 1974, it would go number one with Billy Crash Craddock and Rub It In, Rub It In. Put a little on my shoulders. Yeah, oh, it's a toe tapper. It starts out with the piano in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nobody's with me on this. Girl, you were getting lazy. I think you were asleep. I mean, she's knocked out.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, she's just, I'm done.
She just can't help it. She'll ride with you anywhere. Let's see what else happened today. This guy that would date an older woman who would end up on a show that I no longer watched after Charlie left because it wasn't any good. Ashton Kutcher has a birthday. He would be on 2.5 Men, but in my opinion, never filled the part of Charlie Sheen.
I watched a few of them with old Charlie Sheen, and I just couldn't.
I couldn't handle that brother. I mean, that.
He was a weird one.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't. Now, Rose, the girl that was after Charlie, and I forget, my wife told me who she was married to in real life, and I was like, no, say it ain't so. And I forget who it was now. But I recognize the name. Denise Burnside having a birthday?
Look at there.
Well,
I wonder if she'll
happy,
put
happy.
this day in history on her page.
Oh, Dot has a good one there. Yeah, she does have a this day in history.
Yeah. She
Meridian
oughta have
memorabilia.
something like that. So she ought to have a picture of her on there today.
John Ritter's son is who Rose is married to, as Angie pipes up.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
then I said, oh, I didn't know he had a son. I learned a whole lot. Dot says, if you'll remember, and you're right, I forgot about this, Jeff Bates had a heck of a version of Rub It In, Rub It In. As we keep going with a few more things that happened in history on this day, Odie, let's see what else happened here.
Dance on my chinny chin chin.
As we go back to 1981, he was putting them out about an album every 8 months is what he was doing. Hank Jr. released today, Texas Women.
What was one thing if he went
But the
to
best
do
looking-
a concert, he was going to have a fifth of Jack?
That used to be it with everyday occurrence with Hank, as you can see here in the picture from the album cover of Rowdy. It was there.
Yeah.
He did calm down later in life, and he's had some heartaches of losing a daughter and a wife all within about a year's time there.
And come close to losing his own life.
1975, 500 feet.
Yeah.
He's got a big, he wears the cowboy hat because, well, there's a big gash across his head, and wears sunglasses because he's only got one eyeball. A lot of people didn't realize that.
I mean, that's parachute distance there.
It sure was.
Wow.
But the best looking women that I've ever seen have all been in Texas and all wearing jeans. What was it? I'm a country plowboy, not a urban cowboy.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't ride bulls, but I have fought some men. Drive a pickup truck, trusting God and luck, and I live to love Texas women. Boy, that's been a long time. 1981, it would be number one on this date. And there's a few of you who remember this. I know him for one reason only. Ken Rainey. Many, many years ago. Razzie Bailey, if you remember a song called The Midnight Hauler. It's hauling a load. He also had a number one on this day called I Keep Coming Back for More. Razzie Bailey. Some of you will remember. It ain't going to be Odie, though.
No,
he ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. As we keep going there. 1983 would bring about a guy that was truly had the most number ones of any other country artist during the 80s. He would be the Lionel Richie of country music. He had all the right love songs, and women loved him. Yeah. ETC, also known as Earl Thomas Conley, had a number one on this day called Angel in Disguise. It was good.
He's got some good songs.
As we go back, also, My Baby is American Made. From her pretty brown hair to her something. Yeah, I don't remember. But the Oak Ridge Boys, y'all remember that?
I saw them in concert in, maybe that was 85.
85?
I think so.
She played tambourines with a silver jingle, and she must have known the words to at least 1 million songs.
The Oak Ridge Boys, that was in National Scout Jamboree, and for some reason I want to say it was the Oak Ridge Boys and the Beach Boys that came and put on a concert for 30,000 Boy Scouts.
Oh, that was nice.
At Fort A.P. Hill in Virginia.
Yeah, that's getting a new name. We can't have that out there. 1983. No. Let's go to 1987.
Yeah.
This would be Ted Knight, if you'll remember him from Caddyshack. He also had a TV show after the Mary Tyler Moore Show. It was called Too Close for Comfort. This would be the last day that the show aired. It was canceled after this.
Well, that dude in the background just pushed me. I couldn't
Who is
deal
he?
with him. I don't know, but I hated him.
He got a bunch of teeth.
Yeah.
He wasn't your type actor? I don't know him. Now, this girl here, I've seen her. Let me pull it back up. She's been in other things. I've seen her in a couple other movies.
Now, is that George Stange's mama in the red below her?
That one?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think, but some of the older ones I get mixed up on from time to time.
Yeah.
1989, it'd be a voice that came to Nashville that started out with Digging Up Bones in 1982, and he'd have another number one. Old 8x10 went number one on this date with Randy Travis. What a voice, and I really like Randy a whole lot. We would lose one of the prominent ladies of the silver screen today. She would be a sweetheart to the end. She would ride that lonesome, happy trails as we would lose Dale Evans back in 01 on this day. Can you believe that?
Wow. Now,
She was a
Trigger and what was her horse's name?
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Was it Buttermilk?
I think it was Buttermilk, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I know Trigger was stuffed, and I think Buttermilk was also stuffed.
I believe so.
Bullet?
Bullet?
That was a dog, wasn't it? I thought her horse was Buttermilk, but I could be wrong.
Buttermilk. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bullet. It seemed like Bullet was the dog
Maybe
that ran.
Bullet was a dog.
If I'm not mistaken, we'll see there. Back in, I had this made for Angie years ago, and I have to go back and find it. What?
All right. So Joseph corrected on that one. Audrey Meadows was also in the Jackie Gleason show. That was the one in the red.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, look at that. We're all learning something together.
She was. Robin says she was stuffed. Buttermilk.
Got this. If you remember Roy T. Mercer, I got this little dog here.
How big a boy are you?
Little dog stuffed. My mother-in-law. I just need to stuff him so he'll look good over there in the corner. Do you remember that one? To where he's left in charge of babysitting his mother-in-law's dog and it gets killed, and he wants to have it stuffed before she comes back. And the old boy at the taxidermy shop is going, "Do what?"
Yeah, Roy D. Mercer. This is Roy D.
I
Mercer.
sent my wife down there to look at a Taurus, and you showed her a probe. How big a boy are you?
I'll just come down there, son.
Man, that's funny. Back in '04, I had this made for Angie of when we got married and all the kids, and I had Scott Shepherd make a video for me, and he put it together, all our wedding pictures and the kids, and put it to the music of Alan Jackson's "Remember When," and it started out from when we got married all the way up to '04. I need to find that. I hadn't watched that in many, many moons.
Yeah,
Been a long time.
Now we're getting the name of the horse was Buttercup.
Okay, that could be. I was buttermilk, butter. I was in a butter neighborhood.
It's a butter something.
Yeah, buttermilk. I
Yeah.
thought it was buttermilk, but I guess it could be cup. We'll have to do some Googling here in a minute.
Elizabeth, yes. There is a Mardi Gras parade in Meridian.
Yes, sir.
Saturday?
I think so. We'll look that up.
But yes, there is one.
Yes, we'll get to that here
We'll
in
get
just a
some
moment.
information.
Yeah. If any of y'all remember watching Emergency, Rampart, blood pressure is 1.21. And I didn't know this. This guy was, do you remember the nurse on there, Dixie?
Not right
She
on.
was the hot nurse on Emergency. She wore the
Oh,
little
I remember
pointed
that
hat.
one.
There wasn't but one pretty woman on there. The rest of them two old boys riding around calling in emergencies.
Yeah.
But the doctor, this guy was married to Dixie in real life. His name was Bobby Troop. I did not know that. He was on Route 66, and of course, he played Dr. Joe Early on there. That was a huge television show back in the day. You know, it would always start out with the firehouse with them pulling out.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Isn't that something?
Maybe I'm the only one that knows all this.
No, it still comes on.
It does it?
Yeah.
That's right. Me TV. It does, doesn't it?
Yep.
Have to watch those good old shows every once in a while. Scotty Ray and Odie will be right back with our dog that is completely asleep and one to our right.
It's just chill
This
out.
goes on all day, y'all. This is called I've Got the Life.
I'm spoiled.
We'll be right back.
When you gear up and journey out, nothing but you and the wilderness for miles. Just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International. Is it time for a new couch? Visit Southern Accents Boutique in downtown Marion. Maybe it's a couch you're looking for, a couple of chairs, or maybe just a piece of furniture. A large selection of E. Newton has just arrived if you're looking for a bracelet. They come in all shapes and sizes. Or maybe it's just a happy you're looking for, like the Nest candles. A Kendra Scott necklace is on everybody's list this year. And if you need a little help picking out something for Valentine's Day, let the professionals help you at Southern Accents Boutique, downtown Marion on Dale Drive.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
And welcome back. We did look it up. It'll be February 10th, and we are so close to the Mardi Gras Parade. You're right. It's this weekend as we go to Mitchell Distributing to show you that. It'll happen there. Hope y'all can make it downtown Meridian for the big event. It should be a lot of fun.
We got breaking news. Breaking news. Scotty Ray was right. The horse's name is Buttermilk.
So, Dale, I thought it was old Buttermilk she'd call over there. Come here, Buttermilk.
We had to look it up.
So, if you were big Dale Evans fans, that's what it was. I'm telling you, Roy Rogers, was he just not the perfect cowboy? The king of the cowboys. He was. I sure like Roy Rogers. He set a good example for kids. And done the right thing. I liked him a whole lot there.
Timo says, "What kind of pup is Sophie?" She's a lap dog.
Oh, Sophie or this?
Oh
one?
no, Sophie.
This is got a fancy name that costs a lot. And I don't know. But for $600, you too can have a dog that does this all day. And while you're asleep at 1 a.m. and she decides that she wants to go to the bathroom, she will walk on your head and lick you going, "Get up. Come on. I want some water."
Last time she got a haircut, it had rained, and she was outside, and Sophie had her in the mud. So a dirty joke is a white dog in a mud puddle.
Yes, it is.
And a mad woman.
Oh, Angie was not happy with this little girl. She is truly a sweetheart, a great and she'll do this all day so long as you sit here and talk to her. I often have caught your wife with poor little Ellie laid
Stuck
up
in
on
her
her
lap. Yeah, Amy says, "Well, I had a guest today. She sat in my lap all day." Where did I see it? Casey Wright. Ladies group went to Kentucky ham breakfast last night. It was wonderful. And they are already at it again right now for the breakfast. And then they're going to go straight through, and there's lunch today.
Yeah.
With the ham cooking at the church there on 23rd Avenue.
You and I floated around from the biscuits all the way over.
Yes, golly. And it was good.
They put this big pile of jelly in front of you.
And a big old thing of biscuits that we watched them cook.
Yep, yeah, it's fun. What was it, $10? And this goes to help so many agencies in Meridian. We'd love for you to go by and help them out. You can't miss it. It's the big church as you're going downtown Meridian. Drop over the hill, and there it is. And it's people that take off work that donate their time to come make this 61 years.
61 years of Kentucky ham. And the camaraderie down there, it takes a lot to put it on. But this is it. Yesterday was all day. Today is going on right now for breakfast all the way through to lunch. And then that's it. No dinner tonight. But go by and check it out. You can't beat it.
Angie, if you're my wife, if she's watching, will you put what little Ellie is? Because I don't know. Somebody said maybe a Maltipoo. Candace, a girl that worked with Candace, raised these, and this is I bought her from her. But I honestly,
you don't know what kind of dog you bought.
I don't know. But
my dog is a Heinz 57.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, he was a rescue from Florida. So
yeah, and that's what Sophie is. She's got blue eyes, and we don't know what else. I'll tell you something we do know a lot about, and it's this guy right here. His name is Chet, and he takes care of cars. If we've had a bunch of fender benders in this rain, and accidents happen. If you get bumped into, go see Chet. They're going to take care of you, and they're going to do the car just like it's their own. They'll put it back to the way it was. Talk to those insurance companies. I had to get Chet to talk to a group out of Stark Vegas.
And he'll do the talking. You don't have to deal with him. He knows who to talk to. And they're not going to just put a plain old part on there that may work. They're going to put the correct parts to rebuild your car, to put it back like it was the day you got it off of the showroom floor. Call them 601-737-2961. Tell them we sent you down there to get your car done, and your car done right. No wreck too small, no wreck too large.
There you are. I think we got a birthday sent in to us.
Today is Maverick's birthday. Oh, golly.
I said Maverick.
And then I know the kid. 5 years old today. Wow.
Yes,
Daddy,
get on up there in there.
Mr. Sheriff, we need to do some spoiling. He's going to be took care of today. I know that.
In breaking news, the sheriff of Clark County now has a badge. I made him prove it yesterday.
So is it his? Or?
It actually said his name. I think they took it over to the high school and they had him grind out and put it in.
Well,
but it does say Sheriff Anthony Chancellor. They even spelled his last name right.
Well, Maverick Chancellor should get his own badge today as the sheriff's son.
He's 5 years old. That's a big one.
5 years old. Yes, it is.
We want to remind you, if you're going to City Hall in Meridian, look at this, Odie. There's some construction going on there, and they got a few things roped off there for safety reasons. So keep that in mind. There's other doors to use that you can get in there at City Hall. So we hope you'll keep that in mind when you're going about your things. Hey, we got this is a big promotion, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's look at this as we go to the Mississippi Highway Patrol. Our very brand new Lieutenant Colonel of the Mississippi Highway Patrol has been named. And as a matter of fact, he worked here in Meridian at Troop H. So congratulations on the promotion. Tyndall has promoted him.
You know, working a lot of wrecks, and we worked with a lot of these guys, and that was he was always a stand-up man.
Yes, sir.
Doing the right thing, but always just super nice. Good guy, well deserved, and congratulations. That is great to get that kind of promotion.
You ever seen a dog sit still for this long?
Nope, just that one. She's playing with her feet.
Oh, you can do anything to her so long as you touch her. That's all she's worried about. And if you don't, I can be asleep and you have your hand like this on the bed.
Yeah.
She will take this nose and put it within your hand until she moves it to get it on top of her head to where it will rub her head. That's all she wants in life.
Yeah, you got it up here, rub me.
It's all about, simply, it's about being loved. And, well, people are the same way. They just want to be loved and be known that they are. And that's what this is about here. A great little companion there. Hey, as you're out and about throughout the years, don't forget to look out for these guys. They have to do maintenance every once in a while, and they get up there high. We don't want the bucket a rocking.
No, we don't want them to come out. They're there to help us out. Just be careful. See them, slow down.
Coming up in a moment, we're going to be awarding that coffee mug to somebody with a birthday.
Golly, is it already that time?
We'll be right back and do that next.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Ellie was just telling me she didn't know why you were whistling, but she was checking it out.
Yeah, she wanted to see. Well, now, where that noise coming from?
We're not sure. Maybe it was the thought of fish that had her underway as we look to the Lauderdale County Farm Supply bringing you Fish Day, February 9th. They'll be there from 8:45 in the morning till 9:30. If you need your pond stocked, drop in. They'll be there. The Fish Wagon.
You know, look at that channel cat.
Largemouth bass,
bluegills, them big ones.
What is that?
That's them fish it's like at the Japanese restaurant just floating around.
Okay, all right.
Koi. Is it koi?
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Flathead minnows, them little ones.
A lot to do there.
Crappie.
Farm Supply, they'll have all of that for you there. If you need some fish, drop in and visit with them, and they'll do that. And, of course, along with anything else, if you're getting ready for sweet red onions, they've got that also lined up. You can come by and take advantage of that. And so many more things. All there. Farm Supply, exit 151 off of the interstate is the place to head to there.
They've been there about 30 minutes getting ready to serve you. Going to be there all day. And it's time to get ready for planting some flowers soon, so...
Odie, we got a missing pup in Philadelphia that we need to bring the attention here as we pull this up. This is Charlie. He is missing in Philadelphia near the fairgrounds. You can reach him at 678-8872. Let's blow that up. We can see Charlie a little bit better there. There's Charlie. So if you've happened to have seen him floating around near the fairgrounds somewhere, send us a message or dial that number directly there so they can get their pup back.
Yeah.
It gets kind of lonesome without your best friend hanging around there.
And your best friend's missing home, too.
It did, without a doubt there. Let's see a couple of other things that has went on around the area. I thought there was something in the state that I wanted to mention. Always a shooting in Jackson. That's no big one there. I mean, it's every other day.
Are you talking about Afghanistan?
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, Odie showed me a video this morning from Jackson, Mississippi. And I have to say, I've never seen anything like it. A guy's driving down the road, takes a right-hand turn, and a car's coming at him. Somebody hanging out
shooting down this side, turn around and shooting that side.
And he goes, oof, and he puts a reverse.
Beep, beep, beep.
And that is becoming all too common in the state of Mississippi is the reason we bring that up.
It really is.
The guy, he was minding his own business. Takes the corner, and there they are, just
Broad daylight.
broad daylight, hanging out the back, sitting on the edge of the window, doing that. So
no care in the world.
None.
You know.
So that is a little bit of what has been going on in Jackson, Mississippi. Always be careful when you travel abroad is the reason we bring that up.
Ruben said, duck.
They're warning of us, of the CDC, of a listeria outbreak. Oh, Whole Foods could have that. 2 Americans have passed away from it. 23 have been sick in 11 states. Wow. Y'all be cautious there. Here's some of the brands there that they're saying could have caused all that. Right there. You got any of that? Well, I don't eat any of that.
I don't either. I can't even pronounce half of it.
No, but y'all be cautious out there that's floating around there. Daily Mail reporting that. And has this happened yet? Tucker Carlson interviewing Putin?
No, I hadn't seen it.
Well, he's either going or about to or recorded it already. They don't really want him to. They're afraid what Tucker will find out.
You mean like the truth may come out?
That's it. They don't like for that to happen.
Well, I mean, we are a country that we allow the government to raise. The government tells us what to do and what to think, and there's so many people out there that allow that to happen.
And I have to give him Tucker. Tucker, he's usually pretty straightforward. Some people get mad at him, but I remember Tucker back in the days when he used to wear the bow tie. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he finally dropped it. But he's opened his own business, and he's doing it straight from his home, pretty much like we do. So we like old Tucker there. He tells it the best way it is.
He's a good one.
9 people have died in California, Odie, with all these storms that have rolled through. And they're calling it a biblical storm as all that rain goes through there.
So there's mudslides.
Yeah, it's a bunch of that.
So if you live on the side of a mountain,
use a little.
Guess what's going to happen? Even the Bible says, build your house up high.
You're right.
I'm just telling y'all. I mean, that's what the Bible says.
It's right. It does. Take heed. We do say this, and take it for what it's worth. Some people, I've seen people who have smoked all their life never get sick, and I've seen people who've never smoked die. But as what they say, quitting smoking before 50 will reduce the chance of lung cancer by 57% if you'll quit it before 50. Just food for thought.
I made it before 50.
Yeah,
so
I did
that's
too.
Good. That's good.
So we got a half a chance of making it.
We're 57%
But do you remember
better.
back in the old days, all the movie stars, every movie had it. Even Andy, occasionally, when he got kind of frustrated, would go out on the porch there.
Have him a cigarette.
Yep.
Well, we had a smoking section at school.
Yep. All that changed, didn't it?
We smoked at the college. We smoked in the hospital.
I remember they used to have ashtrays in them.
Yes.
I remember watching somebody steal one time in the cab. Walked right out the front door with the Marlboro thing. I said, wow, you don't see that every day.
We go visit people in the room, and we just open up the window and sit there on the window and smoke our cigarette. I mean, it was not that big of a deal.
And Reuben, you're right. It was always by the band hall in high school. I don't know what the band had to do with it, but that's where it was. Odie, we got to say thank you to everybody that came and joined us and let us come into their house, their car, their workplaces. Thank y'all so much.
It means a lot to us. It really does. And what we got, we got to do this one.
Yes,
Boy,
sir.
I didn't turn the sound effects off. What? Number 4. Whoop whoop. Kim Vick. Look at there. Winner. Chicken dinner.
Yeah, from Hyundai of Meridian and all of us here at the Scotty Ray Report, you win your very own coffee mug. You'll be able to stop by and pick that up. We do appreciate it, and congratulations. Now, we're going to do it again tomorrow.
Yes,
and we'll
we'll
start
be back.
taking pictures of this and putting what the mug looks like up here on the screen where you can see all of that.
Yeah, we'll try and get some pictures of y'all with the mug.
Yeah.
So y'all send it to us. Messenger that with y'all having a cup of coffee in the morning with us and your new cup. But you know, we enjoy coming with y'all every morning and being here throughout the morning as we get your day started.
What is it?
We talked about reading the Bible and building your house on a solid rock. And that solid rock for our lives is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who can give us everlasting love. Join him today. Ask him to come into your heart and change your life forever. with everlasting life with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We'll be back in 23 hours. We'll see y'all again. That's going to be Thursday. Today's Wednesday?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Y'all have a great day. We love you and see you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.